WD18, the Watford fans channel here for another preview. This time the Golden Boys are back in Premier League action at Vicarage Road as we take on Arsenal in a 4:30 kickoff on Sunday, live on Sky as part of their Ford Super Sunday coverage, if it's even sponsored by Ford anymore, I can't remember. So before we get on to the main element of the preview, of course, we usually talk about our last game on these previews, but I'm not going to do that this week, mainly because there's been bigger news than our 1-1 draw against Newcastle. I'm usually used to quite a quiet international break. It was anything but for Watford, with Javi Gracia departing the club, having left after not securing a win for us. He leaves us bottom of the table with only a point, and his replacement being ex-Watford manager and the sexy stallion who guided us in the 15-16 season, of course, Quique Sanchez-Flores is back at Vicarage Road in an appointment that has actually divided quite a lot of fans. I've seen a lot of positive things about Quique. I, for one, I'm really glad that he's back. Some fans thinking he was quite hard done by in the last time he was here. I disagree with that. I think he did a job for us. His play became a little bit too stale though, and that's what I'm kind of looking forward to with Quique. I think he's got a better squad than what he had here last time. Bear in mind he got a bunch of pretty solid championship players, I would say, to an FA Cup semi-final. Last time he was here, the likes of Adrian Guardiola, Ben Watson, Alman Abdi, etc. And players that, listen, I love them playing for us, but in regards to making the next step up, they in parts just weren't good enough, really. And of course, we'll never forget the amazing players that were Gerardo and Mario Suarez as well. And bear in mind as well, Flores was kind of dealing with all of that, the new bouts of being in the Premier League again. It was actually a really good season under him. Let's be honest, we got to an FA Cup semi-final and we finished 13th, and as far as I was concerned, it was job done. It's just, I felt as if the play under Flores last time was a bit too one-dimensional, but as I say, he's got a better squad now. Let's see what he can do. Javi leads, though, with fond memories. Of course, the FA Cup semi-final last season, the pride I felt, our team walking out in an FA Cup final, something I pretty much dreamed about since I was a very little boy. And, you know, I got to see my team play in an FA Cup final. All right, it's not the result we wanted. That's fair enough, but the pride I felt on Cup Final Day was something that will always stay with me for the rest of my life, really. And the scenes as well at the FA Cup semi-finals, some great wins as well, orchestrated, the likes of Chelsea at the Vic, Spurs at the Vic as well. Those wins will always stay with me. And I wish Javi the very best of luck. I hope he gets himself a job in management really soon as well, because he deserves it. He's a humble guy, a really friendly bloke. And I wish him nothing but the very best for the future. Moving on, though, to the game on Sunday. Of course, this is going to be Flores' first big test. And it'll be interesting to see the kind of team that he plays as well. Flores was known for the 4-4-2. We've just had a manager who used to play the 4-4-2. That hasn't really gone down that well, but it is what it is. It's a new manager. There's going to be a new manager about, certainly, I think, at Watford. But let's see what happens anyway. I'm not going to place too much on him. It's going to be tough to get the team kind of firing again. There's been a bit of an outpour of emotion, I think, from the players. I think some of the players, there's been rumours going around that the players weren't particularly happy that Javi was gone. They found out via WhatsApp, which is I think angered some supporters. And you've seen there's been an outpouring of emotion as well. The likes of Ben Foster, Troy Deeney, Jared Delafeu, of course, coming out and wishing their very best regards to Javi. Didn't really see that too much, I don't think, when Flores left last time. I think the likes of Gomez, I think Gomez and possibly Troy did it. But ultimately, look, it remains to be seen. Javi's the manager. No, he's not. I'll get that wrong. Sorry. Quique's the manager. Let's just see what happens. I can't believe I got that wrong. Going in, of course, to this weekend, let's talk about team news. First of all, for us, we've got a couple of bits of team news. Craig Cathcart has picked up a muscle strain. He was on international duty with Northern Ireland, and I believe he will actually miss the game on Sunday. Troy is still recovering from his knee operation and is on the sidelines, although I've seen pictures of him back in training and all that, or either that or he's just in and around the team at the moment. So, yeah, those are the two main bits of news for us. Etienne Capoue, of course, missed out the Newcastle game with illness. I'm sure he will make a return. Speaking of returns, I wonder, in regards to who's actually going to return on our lineup for the game on Sunday. I've done a predicted lineup. As I said to you before, Kike likes to play a 4-4-2. My formation for this game is going to be, I would maybe say 4-3-3. I want to see something different. And ultimately, I think there will be a few changes in person. I'm not sure there's going to be too many, though, I think. But this is what's quite interesting about the whole team selection for the weekend, because I could tell you what I think. I think Kike may well experiment with the team. Given the fact that, obviously, we've got Arsenal on Sunday. It's Man City away next week. Man City away for me is a free hit, so I would literally just tinker with the entire team for next Sunday. Sorry, for next Saturday. I wouldn't bother putting out necessarily a full-strength team, because I think it's a free hit for us, and I think it's an ideal chance for Kike to kind of explore what works and what doesn't work. So I'm going to go through my predicted team. Ben Foster starting goal. My back four would be Daryl Yanmat at right back. Centre backs, I go Adrian Mariappa, Christian Kabasele, and left back Adam Messina. A lot of interesting talk as well in regards to that left back position. Of course, Holebas has come out and said in the last year or so that his relationship under Flores wasn't great. Didn't really get on very well with him. The fact that Flores is now back means potentially Holebas could well be dropping to the bench, or possibly dropping out the team completely, or the matchday squad completely. Midfielders, I go with Abdoulaye Doucouré, Etienne Capoue, and Domingos Quina. I really want to see Quina play. New managers in. Hopefully he gets given the vote of confidence. And then up top, I'd go with the three of Gerard Deulofeu, Ismail Assar, and Danny Welbeck, who of course will be starting against one of his old sides. It's an ideal kind of game for him. I think it's an ideal game for Ismail Assar as well. I look back, I think about our opponents, of course, Arsenal. The last time we played a really pacey left-sided midfield player against them, I believe, was Mbaye Niang at the Emirates. Remember the absolute scenes he caused there in the Arsenal defence. They were shitting themselves every time Niang kind of run at them, and I think if Ismail Assar gets on his game, I think he could give them similar problems come Sunday afternoon. So finally, let me give you a little bit of a roundup on what I think is going to happen for the game, including a score prediction. I'm sure we'll see a new kind of Watford side. Obviously, the new manager bounce, as I mentioned. I think this is the kind of game, though, I look at and I think maybe we can get something. I'm not sure we're going to get a win. I think we might well be good enough for a draw, especially if our front three click, especially if we look lively from the off as well. The one thing I do sometimes think at Vicarage Road is that we actually give our opponents far too much respect. We can't afford to give Arsenal's front three any kind of respect, because they'll tear us a new one at this moment in time, and that's where I kind of worry. I worry about this front three. I worry about our defence as well. All right, I've kind of rung a few defensive changes in my predicted lineup, but it's still not brilliant, to be honest. And the likes of Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Pepe can make any defence look pretty damn ordinary when they get going. It's just as simple as that, really. The one area where I think we can really exploit Arsenal is that defence. I think I look at David Luiz, I look at Socrates, I look at maybe Ainsley Maitland-Niles at right back. I think, can we maybe get at those three? Kolasinac, I think, is actually a really decent left back, but I look at David Luiz, put him under pressure from corners, kind of run at him. If we can get maybe Welbeck on him. Welbeck, again, a guy who will know how to play against David Luiz. He'll also know about that Arsenal back line as well. Worth doing that as well. I'm interested to see Sarr against Maitland-Niles. I think on that right, on that left and right hand side. I think that will be really interesting. That'll be a really interesting battle. Score prediction for the game. I'm going to go for a draw. I think we can get something from the game. I think it'll be an entertaining game, though. I don't think either side can really defend that well. I think for that reason and that reason alone, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw in an entertaining game at Vicarage Road. And right now, I'd snap your hand off for a draw. As I say, it's about trying to get as many points on the board now. There's a new manager buzz at Watford. Flores is back. Let's just get behind the lads. Let's get behind the team. Let's get behind the manager. And let's see where this run of this month actually takes us. We've got some tough games coming up. And it's not going to be easy, but we need to just kind of dig our heels in and see what we could do. I'm going to leave that preview there. Thank you so much for watching. We will be outside the Hornets shop after the game with all the match reaction as well. Come down if you've not been on the channel before. Now is your chance, a new manager. I want to see some new faces there on Sunday. It'd be great to see. Don't forget to like and to subscribe, turn on notifications. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday.